This article from the HBR is discussing how AI has increased work for workers instead of removing it, breaking the promise of AI and the threat of taking over jobs. Really, the point of this video is, I think, advice for the young guys out there. Okay. And first and foremost, before I go any further, I found this interesting that they're basing a lot of this article, if I understood this correctly, from a study they did from a 200 person, not job, but company, right? I don't know what they're talking about. If you go to corporate America with thousands and thousands of people there, not like some startup, I don't know what this is, or why they would even like look at a startup style company and apply their logic to everyone else, right? That doesn't make any sense at all. But you go anywhere in the big leagues or in the mid leagues, right? I don't believe this to be true. Okay, and this is where my advice starts for the young guys out there. You need to be using AI to and it's funny, this article even talks about it. You should be using it to speed up your job. Okay, asking questions to it, things that you don't know. If someone says something you didn't understand, or you need help with the spreadsheet, what have you, right? That's AI. Use that. Now, overall, with the company strategy, okay, if they're looking into automating workflows, those are projects, right? If you ever hear the word agentic AI, those are projects that you should be jumping into 100%, because that's the cutting edge stuff where AI, agentic workflows, it's starting to automate some pieces of work, chunks of work, right? That's where you want to get involved to help out, to train it, to help solution for it, to help manage it, right? Because here's something else that I personally believe, will some companies cut people? Sure. Will some companies do what I'm saying? Sure. Which is, even if you snap your fingers and an AI is able to autonomously work this whole process flow, it's like automation, and there's that AI element of it, understanding what people are saying and asking, right? It's not just lay off the people, whatever, right? Naturally, even if AI never existed, naturally companies will grow and they'll lay off, okay? Especially in your tech. If you're in tech, there's layoffs every other Tuesday. That's the price you pay for being in such a cush job. It is what it is, okay? But it's not, in my mind, and I've heard this as well in others, it's not just like, okay, flip the switch and everyone gets laid off now. No. Who is going to be managing the AI? What are some parts of the work that the AI can't do, like some type of fallout queue, right? Ensuring that the AI is doing things correctly, etc. And this is where my mind actually goes to, because everything I just said right there, that's important too. But what is the workload that you weren't able to get to, right? Because you were constrained by headcount. Now the AI has chunked away X amount of percentage, a good amount of percentage, and you re-swizzle some of that headcount into the workload that you could never have addressed. You haven't been able to address in the past. That's where like my mind personally goes to. So anyways, I guess with all that said, to the young fellows out there, don't be scared of AI, okay? Use AI. And if you are in a corporate world and you're seeing AI projects come up, run towards them. Do not run away from them. Okay. And the last thing I'd like to call out here was, they were saying this in the negative, and I understand, but contextually, if you are in a 200 person company, there's going to be an expectation of wearing multiple hats. What this article is saying, if I understood it correctly, no shade to the authors, is that, hey, because you're using AI and it's helping giving you more and more of this information, people were wearing more and more hats, and that was fatiguing. That's going to increase burnout, that's going to increase job scope, that's going to increase hours to your day. I'm with it. Makes sense. No hate or shade there. Obviously, we're professionals here, okay, guys? You can read stuff that you may not agree with, or you may think is a little out there. You don't need to be hysterical about it, okay? Anyways, but to the young fellas, I would say this is, in a way, like if you look at the silver lining, a good thing. Again, it's about learning. Even if AI never existed, you always want to run to problems. Okay, you always want to learn to earn. You do want to spend some extra hours, especially you're in your 20s and you're building up. You're in 30s, maybe you're starting to hit that stride, but keep learning, keep going towards new projects, keep expanding horizontally. Maybe you're an expert in one vertical, right? Keep going sideways, get more breadth, right? It's not just depth all the time, okay? But even with AI now, that helps speed up the process, because we're like in a concept of scale. You know what I mean? If AI never existed, it's going to take a while for you to learn this, for you to learn that, for you to continue working that breadth, right? Now, with AI, it's faster. The scale just continues going through the roof, okay? And that's what I'm saying to the young fellas out there. Run towards that. Don't avoid it. Run towards it. Now, I understand. Working crazy hours, burnout, fatigue is real, okay? That's something that you'll have to work through, and you'll have to put in its time and place. You can cycle it. You can make seasons where, hey, I'm really gonna lay that, swing the hammer. I'm really gonna work and earn right now. There's other times I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna slow down and breathe. I'm gonna let my mind and body rest. Maybe I focus on my body and start working out a little bit more, whatever, right? But guys, don't be afraid of the AI. Run to it, embrace it, adopt it.